held me back when I tried to move on from your life. So you stole my life by clarity. So hold me back, now you're here. Cause I'm mad, show no fear. Wanna let you know just how it felt. Oh.
Hi, welcome back, and today we're going to present to you a really exciting stock, a kind of a roller coaster stock, and you have still a chance to play this stock tonight. All right, let's dive in right now. Let's take a look. None other than Qualcomm beats expectation for revenue and earnings, sales up 30%. And this is like the mind-boggling that we've been talking about on the word called ambition. It is coupled with great earnings, combined with stock buyback. And this is really important. As we know, semiconductor chips are in shortages across the planet. So far, there's only a few guys that can go about solving this problem. Number one is Tesla, number two is Apple, and we know Apple did a blowout quarter, and that's the reason why Qualcomm is a no-brainer, all right? So this is the big news that came out, but more importantly from this piece of news, how do we go about making sense how do we go about playing it? I think this is much more important to understand the logic and the sequence behind it, and that's the reason why I want to share with you. Qualcomm CEO says that the metaverse is more than social media, sees major industrial opportunities. Wow, that's a big statement, all right? So you get all these headlines bombing you right, left, right, center, upside and down. But how to go about making money? I'm going to walk you through the steps how we go about making money with this guy, and it's found right here on this chart. All right, this is a one-year chart. As we know right now, it's so important for us to look at the 200-day simple moving average line. All right, and again, Qualcomm is sitting right above the 200-day simple moving average line. It's a very powerful indicator, whereby in the past 2 weeks, most stocks are sitting below this line, all right? Now, the day is we gotta enter before the earnings announcement, and this is important. Now, some people are not used to this kind of risk-taking. They feel that, the next day the earnings may flop or crash and the stock price goes down. Let me ask you, how different it is between you entering now versus entering you one day before the earnings. How does that ever change anything? How does that ever change your risk? You can enter 1 month or 2 months or 3 months before the earnings announcement yesterday. What's the difference? Let me ask you, what's the difference? You still have to face the earnings anyway, right? So those people who are not used to taking risks and get all kind of a devil advocates running through their mind, you are not suitable for investing. Please stay off the market, because you got no idea what you are trying to do. So I'm going to show you, we entered the day before, because whether you enter 1 week, 1 month, 1 quarter away before, you still have to face the earnings. It is still going down to drill down on the company. What does the company do? What's the climate right now? Are we in the shortage for semiconductor chips? So we entered on this day, the day before earnings, and that is the green candle. We entered right here on this candle here, all right? Now, right after entering, guess what? We're going to walk you through by clicking on the 5-day chart. Click on the 5-day, boom, and here we go. All right, this is the part here. We entered on this day. That is the 2nd of February. In fact, why don't I show you what's the exact time I entered, all right? 3rd of February. Now, this is the tweet I posted on Twitter. I entered on 3rd of February, which is Singapore time. All right, Singapore time, 3rd of February. I entered at 1 a.m., 1:24 a.m. Singapore time, which is 12:24 p.m. Eastern time, which translates to 2nd of February. All right, so because Singapore is, our time is about 25 hours ahead of the US Eastern time. So literally the transaction date is on the 2nd of February, US Eastern time, 12:24 p.m. All right, so this is the day I entered with these call positions. We entered to buy at $22, and we take a look at the day of 2nd of February. So we go back here, 2nd of February, and right here, this is 2nd of February, this date. And in fact, to be so anal about it, at 12.24, I'm going to show you exact spot where is 12.24, right? 12.24 is exactly at this spot right there. So we entered on that day, and guess what? The whole world is waiting for the blowout earnings announcement, and fast forward, there is a knee-jerk reaction. The stock price went down, and then it start to move sideways. And thereafter, it started to move a little bit up there. Nothing much happened. Now, this whole zone right here is the post-market and the pre-market trading period. Nothing moved. And this is the part most people panic and wondering what to do next and so on, right? So we stay cool, and right here at the opening bell, right, you can see this is part of the opening bell. We're going to check at what time I exited. I exited at 9:38, which is first 8 minutes of the opening bell. I got out, all right? So let's take a look at the first 8 minutes, 9:38, which is exactly right here on this top candle right there, okay? The question is, how do you know to get out at that candle? Now, this is through years of experience, intuition, and this is very difficult to teach. You can't automate this process. You have to really watch it, and as it evolves, your intuition takes over, your experience takes over, and then we place an exit. So I got out of this trade, buy low, sell high, made $7,924 pure profit return in 1 day. Got in on the second, get out on the third. That's defined as 1 day. All right, so this is the gorgeous trade, but it's not done yet. So the moment it goes out, and I realize, the price starts to drop, right? So this is the portion here. The price starts to drop, boom, over here. And I say, hey, this is a great company. Price starts to drop because there are profit takers out there in the marketplace. And why don't we consider re-entering again? So I'm going to walk you through. It's the same options contract right here. I bought at 22, right? And on the day after I sold out, I get in to buy again. And that's on right over here, Singapore time, on a Friday, which is a US on a Thursday. On a Thursday at about 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I went in to buy at the same price. Same price, $20, right? You see the previous trade was, I bought at a cheaper price. The previous day I bought at $22, and then right now, on the same intraday trading, I bought at $20. I demanded for a cheaper price at $20, okay? And that is at 11:03. So let's take a look at 11:03. 11:03, which is somewhere around right here on this candle. I bought it here, okay? And then after I bought it, the guy starts to go down, boom, boom, boom. And I say, okay, hang on, don't panic, all right? There's one more major segment that's coming out on CNBC. They're going to talk about Qualcomm, and typically what CNBC does is they talk about the great moving stocks of each day. So they invited Qualcomm on the TV. They invited a panel of investment committee to talk about Qualcomm, right? And this was the time, the moment one of the investment committee members start talking about Qualcomm right here at this bottom here, the candles start to move up, boom, and it start to move up, all right? And then I posted this trade. I got out at 1:24, 1:42 means 12:42, all right? So 12:42 is exactly at 12:42 is exactly right here on this candle, all right? So get in, get out. I say, wow, they talk about it, price start to move, let's get out. And that's where I got out at 12:42. I made about $4,929 in 2 hours, compliments to Farmer Jim on the CNBC investment panel. And I give a big shout out to him right here, all right? So in fact, I captured the whole journey right here on this box, how I get in, how I get out, and that is riding on a great stock like Qualcomm. So I want you guys to know, this is the entire journey to connect the dots in the live trading. But more importantly, if I come to using our secret recipe, our secret weapon that's on our spiking software tool, and what we found out on our step 2 of our fiat analysis, FIAT, we discovered that for Q4, guess what? How many people bought into Qualcomm, all right, for Q4? $1.2 billion bought into Qualcomm, all right? And then I go and click into sold. How many people sold, all right? And let's click on it. The amount sold is half of what is the amount that's bought. So it's only 585. Now, please bear in mind, this is not the full complete data yet. Most of them will squeeze until the last day, which is on 14th of February. Then we know the complete results for Q4 transactions. But this is already a very powerful indicator to begin with. So based on this is my secret little weapon that I share with all of you guys right now. And that's the reason how we are able to make about 7,009 in one day trading on Qualcomm with a blowout earnings quarter. I hope you enjoyed this segment, and I hope you go and share my tweet as well as subscribe to the YouTube notification as I bring you more and more powerful spiking ideas each day. So with that in mind, I look forward to seeing you again, and God bless you. Goodbye.
You held me back when I tried to move on from your life, so you stole my life with clarity. So hold me back.